Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a transmission for all of my Starseeds, light workers, earth angels, 144,000 light beings, light warriors that are here to help with the shifting of humanity over to the new earth. So I am super excited. I have finally been able to restore my energy, have finally been connecting with my star family, my soul family, getting all of my downloads and my messages back. I feel so grateful that I finally have had things lifted from me. I know that God, divine source, has been working very, very closely with me to heal and repair my body, to eliminate these soul ties, to get my intuition back, to get me back to be able to getting to downloading and receiving my messages. I'm so excited. It's like I was blocked from so many of you. I've been getting the downloads and connecting and finding my star family, my soul family members that you guys have been missing from my life for like a year, right? Because what are we doing here? We are uniting the light workers and the starseeds and the earth angels. We're uniting, we're coming together, and we are rising. And how are we doing that? We're using their own technology against them. We're using their own platforms against them. So that's why you may find that you could be finding more and more of your star family members. For those of you, you're realizing that things are connecting more. Are you starting to realize, like, wow, how are they getting the same download as me? Like, I was starting to realize that, like, why is it like when I do my downloads and I don't even hit record or I don't even hit the upload because my internet was taking me offline, but I didn't let it stop me and I still kept doing my downloads, that I was like, how are my star family members still getting this, right? Because we're very much connected, because of the frequency and the level that we're at. We're still very much connecting, but now we're really starting to see the interconnectedness. And something that I realized too is we are stronger when we're united, right? Everybody knows that you're stronger when you're united than when you're alone, right? Well, something that I realized is that putting on certain frequencies was allowing me to receive my downloads and messages. But now I've been realizing that because I've been under so much attack, I found a way that even when I'm in the energy of my star family, whether I'm watching videos, content on channel, and lives, some of the protection that is put around you beings when you are giving these things, I've been able to get in. And even though I'm in your readings, I'm still getting my downloads messages, and because I'm getting your protection and your guidance, it's like, you know what I mean? So if that's making sense to you. So for some of you, maybe that's what you need to do if you feel that, you need to do something, right? As I've been under heavy spiritual attack. My own twin flame was used against me. My own twin was corrupted. And I finally had to let go of my twin. I had to get away from my twin. And, it's very, very hard, because to be able to try to cut these soul ties, with your twin, you're not going to be able to do it. They're always going to do. So I'm constantly battling, like, his dark energy and everything, right? But I've got a lot of the angels working with me and everything. So, but he was compromised, so by karmic family and friends, having, I'm trying to slow this down. For some of you, I've been talking on my channel that I will be uploading and discussing my twin flame. Not everybody's on a corrupted twin flame mission, right? But mine was, right? And, most people don't come into union, but my situation's a bit different, right? Mine had to come in to save me, right? It had to come in early out of alignment and was battling and avenging angels for me, but at the same time, he was under so much attack, and he could not see the karmic family members. He did not, it's even trying to block it out now. The evil Jezebel spirits, he didn't see his own mother, of how wicked and evil his mother is. She's had him under so much control, right? And to his toxic and karma, he's just surrounded by so much evil, right? And he's just is not strong enough to break away, right? And everything. So yeah. So there's that. So anyway, like, that's why I say, even though the twin flame, and there could be others of you, right, where, that has happened, right? Because some of you are such fighters that serving this mission and getting it together, because normally it'll be too intense that you won't be able to withstand each other, that you will separate. But we were so adamant, right? We were together, so he was being used against me, right? And actually, some of you picked it up in the collective last year, where my own twin tried to take me out, right? So But anyways, there's very, very, there's a lot of that spiritual warfare and attacks and all that going on. But anyways, I've been receiving so many downloads, so many messages, so bear with me, because a lot of times when I'm around portal energies, because I'm a gatekeeper and I help anchor in these energies, they come through very, very fast. We're approaching the master portal gateway to the new earth. Yes, guys, we are here in 2024, the year of an 8. This is the year of infinity. This is the year of justice. And that's also why the second day, and I finally was able to break this. I had the strength and courage to leave my twin behind, right? To start to repair and to heal myself, right? And I had to restart this video. The enemy, already messed up, so I had to restart the stream. So I don't know if I was talking about, so if I repeat myself a little bit with the messages that I first started, I'm sorry, right? But I was talking about that I really needed to purge my energy, cleanse my energy, that I needed to fast, I needed to get and eliminate certain things, right? And I did the same thing again that I did a year ago, where it's not really healthy, but I highly depleted myself of water. I'm not advising anybody to do this, but this is to get the fluoride out, right? And so there's other ways to do that, but that's why some of you are picking up that, yeah, like, I really need to drink water, and I'm going to work on replenishing myself, right? But, and I was getting that message because, as you know, that if you deplete, you channel better when you're not digesting food and things like that. That's why you shouldn't eat before you go to sleep, so that way you fully get your downloads and your messages within your dreams from your angels and your star family and all of that. But, you have to do that, because even though fasting, it eliminates those things, and then when you're eating certain things, though, it activates. That's why you've heard me before, you can channel and give messages when you're fasting, but you do get more enlightenment messages when certain things are activated for you, right? But you have to be able to know that you're getting those activations. And I just got guided to one of my very beautiful Star family members that was explaining that, if you have these certain toxins and these certain parasitic things within your body, they're not allowing these things to be absorbed, right? And that's why when you can get these toxins out of your body, and then you can start to slowly, that's why it's like I found that when I work with purple, I love eating purple grapes, right? So when I'm eating these grapes, right, I'm activating my crown chakra, I'm getting more and more of these downloads, right? So it's more beneficial for me to be snacking on grapes and things like that and get these downloads than to be completely deprived of food. And so maybe you're being guided to doing certain things, right? Maybe fast, cleanse with water, right? But you need to be careful, right? Because if you're not careful, and they're putting it in everything, right? We know that, and the water bottles and all of that is different. Even though it says it's pure, it's not really pure, so that's what I mean. But, all right. So anyways, I'm very, very excited to finally have back my things, right? And as we know, that's sugar. And I know it's like the hardest thing for me. Like, I've heard you guys, like, I love my sweets, that little fairy, like, and me, I love my sweets and my cupcakes. And I can't even tell you guys how many times I've heard no more cupcakes. And then it's like, I remember I went to I hear it, it's okay, it's another one. I know we have the alerts that are going off, and that's also why I'm doing this download, because we've got tornadoes going on. There is so much that is going on within these storms, right? But it is coming to cleanse and clear, and that's why my downloads have been coming in so heavy, since the storms and the winds have been stirring up everything. I was very fortunate that I got to watch I was here for the epiphany that they put together, which is in Oh, okay. I'm doing my reading. I hear it. It's the next county overall, right? So, the epiphany, and I've shared some of it on my Facebook. I should share it on this channel, right? And it was just the amount of love that I felt that was going on through that. It happened literally outside my doors. Right, and this is the only place outside of Greece that they have done this ceremony, right? And it was, oh my gosh, on January 6th was such a very, very powerful, major cleansing for me. It really brought up a lot of these things and allowed me to purge out a lot of things that, right? So, anyways, and the way that they did it, and they blessed the waters, and now the water's been rising, right? And the water's getting ready to pour out into the streets. Like, that's happening right now, right next to me, and these crazy tornadoes and everything, but it's coming to cleanse things and stir up everything. The amount of love, right? And there was 65 boys that went diving for the cross that jumped into the spot, right? It's just, there's something about that, because it was one of the most special days of my life, was literally that day, January 6th, what I felt. And even though I was watching it from my door, like I fully didn't get to see it up close when they released the dove and when the boys jumped in the water. But then last night, I was literally watching step by step, like you can find the YouTube or whatever of it, and I was watching that, and there's just something significant. And I watched them pour. They pour it so there's something about the water and the cleansing, and I know that I was guided here for a reason, right? I have just seen so much. There's something about where I'm at, because I'm always guided to very, very powerful places, right? And me being a gatekeeper and a grid worker, and I have literally seen a vortex from my window open up where I explained it in one of my readings on this channel, if you guys have watched it, where I was saying I was literally watching this bird, and it couldn't pass and I watched it drop down, and I'm not going to get too metaphysical now this, but literally, so I know that I'm in a very, very powerful place, right? Okay. So anyways, there's something major that's happening. I know it has to do with my downloads, right? And the messages and everything that I'm receiving, right? So, this is going to come out very, very fast. Was I explaining the portal that we're reaching the 111? See, I already feel like I'm channeling just so fast that I'm mixing it. So this is a major reset, the first. So January 11th, I was explaining in numerology that you had them all together and we're in 11 year, right? So January 11th, 2024 equals an 11. It's the 333, if you know what that is. Okay, it's very, very powerful, right? So this new earth, right? We are starting to go into this new earth, right? And it's in levels in the mind. That's what you guys don't realize. These consciousness levels, they're within the mind, but it takes time to be able to process. That's why I started out this reading explaining that you have to purge these energies that are keeping you weighted down, because when you're weighted down and you're heavy, there's certain foods and certain things that keep you holding on to grief and to anger and to frustration. Like if you're eating the meats, guys, we are not supposed to be engaging in cannibalism and eating meats and all of that. The vibration of the animal's flesh that you are consuming is creating anger and hate, right? So you need to know that. You need to deplete yourself of the meats and everything. I mean, I know people go back and forth with all of that, like, yeah, you're supposed to have some da-da-da-da. I don't care. I'm just going to tell you right now, maybe that was the way, but now you can't, because of all these animals and everything that are being tortured and all of that, and you're absorbing part of that energy that's keeping you trapped and stuck. It's keeping that anger within you, right? So it is what it is, right? That's why I say many are chosen, right? Or many came down here, but there's, like, you can be chosen, but many answer the call. Like, to answer the call, you have to be strict. You have to, make these choices. You have to make these sacrifices, right? Like, if you want to hold on to addictions, like if you want to drink alcohol and block your chakras, then I'm sorry, you're not going to be one of the 144 that are standing up in this world into the new earth, right? Yeah, you could still be spreading love and light and things like that, but if you're choosing to engage in alcohol, you're blocking your chakras, you're shutting down, you're letting demons and dark forces enter your body. So, right? So there's certain things, like you got to deplete yourself of these things. You got to let go of addictions. You got to let go of, and believe me, I'm working on the sugar and things like that. But, so the 111 frequency portal is very, very significant, right? So, and these light codes that are coming in within these things, they've been intensifying since 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. These light codes come in very, very fast. And a lot of you have been noticing ascension symptoms and things like that, because you can't just shift over. To be able to go over, you have to be lighter. You have to, your body has to be upgraded. So, like you would get very, very ill, like you wouldn't make it. Haven't you seen some of the movies they shift over, whatever, like the time travel, and it doesn't work out? Like that's literally what would happen if we weren't ready. And that's also what's blocking the darkness from being able to go over, shifting over into the new earth, because if you're not of high frequency and vibration, you're not going to be able to shift over, right? So much is coming down, blocking out. A lot of dark energies and forces as you rise and you elevate and you raise your vibration, your frequency, are not even going to be able to be with you. They're not going to be able to connect with you. A lot of people are just being shut out energetically because you're already starting to be like in this bubble and you're already starting to ascend to this new earth. It's really shifting over, right? Not up. So anyways, right? So this master shift is coming, right? So, you also need to be careful and mindful about electronics, distancing yourself from that, getting more and more in nature. I was getting a lot of things about that too, about, the phones very much are very, very controlling. A lot of people don't even realize how controlled we are. Look at everybody that has a new phone that puts their fingerprints on their phone. You're uploading yourself right into the thing. Right? So it's like anytime, you know, you're being tracked and monitored, as we've always known through the phones and things like that. I'm going to try to be careful with everything that I say here. But, you know, just like with anybody that has Facebook, right? Even I tell you, like, yeah, I use Facebook to connect with my spiritual family and soul family because we're using the technology against them, right? We're finding ways to connect and unite, right, through the platform. So just limit how you do it. Like, I will not just, like, if I scroll, I try to go fast. I've eliminated what I watch, things like that. I try to not get into the news. I try to get into my spiritual groups and things like that, right? But so you need to be careful because it's just like those phones are always recording you. Don't you realize, like if you notice, whatever you seem to talk about, all of a sudden then pops up on your Facebook feed? Because, you know, it's funny how, you know, they had to release that they do have like recording, or there's some sort of software or something that can listen to you, right? And so whatever it is, like everything's out there, right? So yeah, so you need to be careful of that. You need to power things down. You need to be powering down your routers and things like that in your house, taking breaks from it to stir the negativeness up within the house. And that was also what caused me to download this too. It's like I finally got out in nature, right? Like, since I was going through my breakup, like, I had to isolate. Like, I went a couple days, I didn't even go outside, right? So, like, I had to process and purge everything, you know. I know that I was being protected, too, because I was very vulnerable. So I was very obedient, and I listened, and I actually rested, and I took breaks, and, you know, so I've been listening, right? So, anyway, what else do I got here? Hopefully this is making sense. So, the split. You know, that's why everybody's been talking the new earth, the new templates and everything. That's why the 144,000 are rising. We hold the templates within for the new. The ones from the very, very beginning are here in the end. So if you guys didn't know, the 144,000 Starseeds, Lightworkers, Earth Angels, we are activating these ancient codes within us, because the ones from the very beginning are the ones here now. That's why, you know, what's very popular, Maji, Maji got the tea, her deck, right? I've been seeing so many of you in my star family have that deck, right? And Jesus Descendant coming out and things like that, and ancient goddesses and all of that, ancient goddess awakened, all of that, because that's what we're doing, right? That's who we are. We're the very, very first here, because we hold the codes for the new earth. We're the ones that are making the new earth. This is the start over. The 144,000 are the leaders into the new earth. We are reclaiming power. That's why everybody's starting to fall. We are reclaiming the power. We are getting the souls. We are elevating, and we are shifting over into this new earth. So don't get focused on the corruption, right? Don't be worried about what the destruction and all of that is happening. That is happening to destroy this old earth and all of the toxic and evil souls that are meant to that. And I don't even like to say it that way, because it's just the corrupted ones, the ones that didn't want to ascend, that just don't get to be part of the new earth, right? It's choice, right? It's sad, you know, and that's something that I was sitting with today, is I was like, I don't get it. Like, you know, why couldn't I save my twin? Like, what was the purpose, right? But now I understand, like the purpose of it was, like, he was here to endure all of that karma, and he's got, like, sacrifice all of that, you know. Some have to be sacrificed to let go of the darkness, because that is like the platform of part of building the new earth. It's got to be built off of all of this destruction, right? So it's all part of a plan, right? So you just got to accept that you just got to move forward. Some of it you're not going to understand. You're not going to know why. But I do need to tell you that there are new contracts, right? The ones that don't make it are stripped. There are angels that have lost their wings, that have been stripped from right, being able to have access to you. I know that his wings were stripped from him, and he is no longer allowed to have access to me, right? That it's being blocked, and that new contracts are being assigned. There are ways. God has came in and basically took in the divine contracts from some of these divines and have given them to others that are going to be equally yoked with you, that are also divines, that have other fallen twins, other fallen angels, right? So, okay, now I know why they had me. I didn't know why they had me bring this for this reading. Now I know why. Okay. All right, I hear another alert going off. So a lot of light codes, downloads, activations are coming through. So fasting, first cleanse. So it might be very, very significant for you guys if you're catching this in real time. Definitely subscribe if you have not, so you can catch this in real time when I do these, because this is the 9th. We're entering. We're already really in a very, very powerful manifesting portal as the one and I know that's why I've been causing major changes and all this has been happening for me because of the January 1st portal leading into the 11th. Okay. So so you might be calling to fast, maybe increasing your water to flush these things out. Just try to drink the purest water that you can. So working together through the collective. So we are uniting and rising and coming together, and it's happening through the platforms, the technology, through things like that. So the more and more that you guys can communicate and connect, sharing videos, commenting, things like that, let's do it, right? Whatever collaborations you're wanting to work together. I was starting to see this last year where I was seeing some of my beautiful soul family members, as I was not able to do this, but I was wanting to, coming together and doing the where there's two on the videos, working together, joining each other's platforms, working together, doing seminars, things like that, all of that. You know, this is us uniting, connecting, networking, working together, no longer needing to be talking in codes and things like that. There's that was before. Now we're all coming out of the shadows. Now we rise, right? Now we are more protected, right? So of course we got to be careful about how we get them through the platforms, but like all of you that have the platforms, like, yes, I was feeling called last year to do Patreon and all of that, and yes, still do that, but I'm just saying, like I don't know, I maybe because of my position that they don't want me in hiding, so maybe just go off of whatever you feel, if you feel that, you know, you should be doing that way, but just whatever platforms you use them, right, connecting more, just standing more and more in your power. And as we are going to be do that, as we are rising and connecting more, right? Because we're in this year of an 8. This is the year of infinity. This is the year of karma, right? So a lot of your enemies are, do you see what I mean? Like why it's now more safe, right? Because it's like they're not able to have access to you. They're being blocked out, right? So many of them are being blocked out by God, right? Because this is the time. So we're using them on platforms against them, no longer hiding, uniting the 145,000. Cleansing festival portal. I have to write my downloads down extremely fast. A lot of times, you know, I've always said that it's really good that I do that because somebody did get access to my notebooks, right? My twin's evil mother, you know, had access, you know. It's funny, she returned them to me, right? Because, you know, she knew it was going to happen if she did not. But, yeah. So my things are always written in code. So you could just be like, you're not going to understand. You're not going to understand my stuff, right? But I'm going to be reviewing a lot of my notes and everything, and I'm basically picking up from where I was because I know that I've had a purpose, right? I you know, and I was getting upset because I was feeling like I missed my mission because, you know, I was like I got pulled away from my channel and the platform, but then how I've been moved around because I've been on the move for a year now, where I've been in motels and hotels and been moving around in the different activations and the different places and things that I've gone, and the people that I've worked with and the healing that I've got to do one-on-one with people and the souls that I've been helping and awaken and everything. Like that's been my light work and everything. But I've always been wanting to get back to my platform and connecting with my star family, but it was like I knew that I needed to be safe. And I've already known that I've been guided to certain areas, right, where I was able to get more of the downloads. I've had some places that I can work, other places I couldn't, right, and things like that. But I always am trusted where I am led and guided, right? And then they've had me complacent here, and I've actually been complacent, right, for last months, right? But sorry, I'm hungry. So anyway, this is very, very significant. I'm already 24 minutes in. I don't even know. I'm just going to call this one a transmission. I'm not even going to get into any of the cards because I know the. I don't know, because I feel like I can probably go another 30 minutes. Wow. I'll just flip through really quick and see things. Yeah, I'm gonna do another collective reading off of, they told me going off of my notebooks and notes and channels. So I'm gonna be doing more of that. My channeled messages and things like that are gonna be called my transmissions. I'm gonna be getting more into my oracles, like cards, and things like that. So I'm going to be doing more messages, and they're going to definitely, I'm just going to be focusing more on this very, very powerful portal gateway that's here. Yeah. So anyways, I guess that's it. I'm gonna try to keep them short because I still have to upload my hotspot right now because my Wi-Fi. But you know what? Now that I know that that's been a blessing. You know what's crazy too is I told you I've been complacent for the last few months and in the same room, right, not moving, and all of a sudden, right towards the end of the year, when a lot of things are changing in my life, all of a sudden my internet went down, and it's just my room, literally. Like, I can go walk to the room next to me after all of that. I even called the cable company myself and got a tech out here, and they were checking all the lines and everything. And they're like, "Oh, you're up and running, like everything." And it's just like, why do I have no access in my room, right? And I knew right away. I was like, and my kids were like, "Mom, call them back." I'm like, "No, I'm not," because I'm like, my star family did something, and it was like a blessing because if you guys watch me where I talk a lot about my kids, like my kids got sucked into the video games, right? And of course there's a lot of they're using all platforms, all electronics being used against us, right? Because that's trying to keep us stuck in this materialistic money matrix control domination, right? Look at who the creator of these these platforms and these things, mass control. So you have to eliminate all of that. So it was causing a lot of chaos, and my children were being used against me and through the things, and like I was having so much spiritual that's what I mean. Like, that was my relief and my break and everything. And so yeah, and that was a huge purging too, is then all of a sudden then my phone got shut off because I couldn't pay my bill, so I had no access, and I was just like, oh my gosh, how do I not? But it shut me down where I was able to do a lot of healing, and luckily I was able to go out and get signals and things like that when I needed, because it's how we communicate in this world. It's how I was checking on my kids and things like that when they weren't with me and stuff. So I was still able to do that. But yeah, so definitely disconnecting from electronics, getting a break is going to help you. Definitely work on things, cleansing, healing, purging, anything that's too heavy. It's all about releasing, letting go. Karma and justice is coming down, and that's going to help a lot of you. You're going to feel vindicated, the justice, but that's coming down. What else? All right, I guess that was it. So I'm really excited about when I get into the cards to see more of the messages and downloads. But this is just everything that I was receiving just today as the storm was coming in. So I wanted to give this one quickly. I'm going to go see where the tornadoes are at. And I'm going to do more readings later. So love and light to all of you. Definitely subscribe to my channel. Know if you were guided to this reading and you're not one of my enemies, that you're one of my star family, soul family members. So definitely subscribe, like, share, comment. Let me know what's going on. Don't be afraid to step up, stand out. Don't hold back those messages and those downloads and whatever you feel to talk about. I can't even tell you how many times that I'm going through something and I get guided to one of my star family members, and I hear, I don't even know why I'm saying this, because somebody's venting about something that's going on in their life, and I've gotten so much guidance, like beautiful. I don't remember which one of my girls it was that was talking to me about how she was a foster mom and was going through a struggle with her daughter, right? And it was the same exact thing was happening with my son, and I felt as though I was losing myself, right? And I had gotten just so much. So you never know when you're feeling guided to talk about something, right? Even if it's not in alignment with your reading, your cards, your message, whatever it is, one of your star family members, your soul family members need it. So know that, right? So don't hold back anymore. We're uniting, we're coming together. So yeah, this is super exciting. I can't tell you how much better. And I felt the energy shift. I'm like, there was so much chaos that was building on the night of New Year's Eve. And I had the enemy, and I could see the enemy. But it was just like, even though I went to bed upset, I woke up just feeling the energy different. So if it's like I knew that justice was coming, it's here. I'm going to be real excited getting into love readings and things like that too, because I told you there's these new contracts, your highest timelines, these new relationships are coming in, because you're not meant to serve this mission alone. You are not. So this is just so beautiful. Yeah, so there's been new contracts, and I'm excited to get into those. And yes, we made it. So, this is we made it to 2024. 2023 was a huge year of purging and healing and tearing. It was. It's going up from here. So, all right, Star family, soul family members, and even my enemies, I'm sending you all love and light, because that's what you do. It's not your fault. It's not their fault. So even your enemies, send them love and light. They're the ones that need it the most. They're the ones that, are going to be stuck in the old paradigms that was created. It was never supposed to be that. We were never supposed to, no soul should have to be left behind. But they're going to be. We can't save everyone. And that's one of the hardest things as an earth angel that I have to work with, right? They gave me so much Cancer, so much water in my chart, right? I really need earth. But I know that my new kingdom spouse is going to have all of the earth that I need. Yes, I know they need it. That's why I float away. I have so much water and fire in my chart. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye.